Every year, millions of people around the world are affected by wars and natural disasters. These events, often unpredictable and devastating, can disrupt lives and communities on a scale that is hard to comprehend. From the chilling winds of hurricanes to the destructive power of earthquakes, from the ravages of war to the onslaught of floods, our world is a stage for a myriad of calamities. In the past decade alone, it's estimated that over 1 billion people have been directly affected by these events. Lives are lost, homes are destroyed, and communities are torn apart. Yet, amid these stark realities, there is a beacon of hope: preparedness. Being prepared can drastically reduce the impact of these disasters on us and our loved ones. It can mean the difference between life and death, despair and resilience, loss and survival. It's not just about reacting when disaster strikes, but equipping ourselves with the knowledge and tools to navigate these challenging times. Preparation plays a crucial role in survival. It's time to start preparing now. Experts in disaster management and survival have shared some valuable advice on how to prepare before an event. Firstly, the cornerstone of preparedness is an emergency kit. This kit should be stocked with essential supplies such as non-perishable food, water, medications, first aid supplies, flashlights, batteries, important documents, and personal hygiene items. Don't forget to consider the needs of all family members, including pets. Next, establish a family communication plan. In the event of a disaster, regular communication channels may be disrupted. Designate a meeting place and alternative ways to stay connected. In addition to a communication plan, maintain a list of emergency contacts. This list should include family members, neighbors, local authorities, and any other essential contacts. Knowing how to evacuate is also vital. Familiarize yourself with evacuation routes and shelters in your area. Have a plan B and even a plan C, as some routes may become inaccessible. Lastly, educate yourself and your family about potential risks and how to respond. Knowledge is power, and understanding how to react in a crisis can save lives. Consider taking first aid and CPR courses to better equip yourself. Preparation before an event can make a significant difference in outcomes. By taking these steps, we can not only survive a disaster, but also protect our loved ones and our community. Let's remember, it is not about spreading fear, but about spreading awareness and readiness. Stay safe, stay prepared. When a disaster strikes or war breaks out, it's important to know what to do. Your actions can make a significant difference in your safety and that of your loved ones. First and foremost, stay informed. Monitor local news and emergency services for updates and instructions. Information is your best friend in a crisis. It can guide you on where to go, what to do, and how to protect yourself and your family. If authorities issue evacuation orders, follow them promptly. There's a reason for these orders, and it's not to create panic but to ensure safety. Do not delay in leaving the area. Every second counts when a disaster is imminent or in progress. Communication is key. Use your previously established communication channels to stay in touch with family members. Remember, regular communication channels may be disrupted, so have alternative methods ready. Avoid overloading phone lines with non-essential calls. These lines may be needed for emergency services. Your emergency kit, prepared in advance, will now come into play. It should contain essential supplies like non-perishable food, water, medications, first aid supplies, flashlights, batteries, important documents, and personal hygiene items. Make sure to ration your supplies wisely, as you don't know how long the event will last. Seeking shelter is an important aspect of surviving any disaster or war situation. If you're unable to evacuate, find a secure area in your home. If you're outside, try to find a designated evacuation center or a safe place to stay until it's safe to move. Remember, when in the throes of a disaster or war, it's normal to feel a range of emotions: fear, anxiety, confusion, but it's essential to stay as calm as possible. You've prepared for this. You have a plan. Follow it. Staying calm and following your plan can help keep you and your loved ones safe during an event. Remember, your actions can make a significant difference. Stay safe and stay strong. After the event, there are several important steps to take to ensure your safety and recovery. The immediate aftermath may be daunting, but remember, your preparedness doesn't stop when the disaster does. First and foremost, assess your surroundings for safety before leaving your shelter. Be cautious of potential hazards like structural damage, fallen power lines, or contaminated water. It's paramount to avoid putting yourself in further danger. Once you've confirmed your immediate environment is safe, it's time to communicate. Reach out to your family members and emergency contacts to let them know you're safe. This will also help in coordinating any necessary assistance you might need. Next, remember to use emergency services wisely. In the wake of a disaster, resources may be stretched thin. Therefore, try to reserve emergency services for life-threatening situations. Minor injuries or non-urgent assistance can often wait and allow those in dire need to access help quickly. In the spirit of community, if it's safe to do so, lend a hand to neighbors or other community members who might need help. This could be as simple as sharing supplies from your emergency kit or helping to clear debris. Remember, in times of crisis, we're stronger together. Another crucial step is to document any damages. If your property has been affected, take photos or videos as soon as it's safe to do so. This will be important for insurance claims and can aid in your recovery process. Lastly, but indeed not least, is the process of recovery. This can be a long journey, and it's important to be patient with yourself and others. Follow official instructions for recovery efforts, and understand that rebuilding takes time. It's not a race, and it's okay to ask for help if you need it. Recovery takes time, but with a good plan and patience, it's possible to rebuild and recover. The aftermath of a disaster can be overwhelming, but remember, you're not alone, and there are resources and people ready to help you through this challenging time. Preparation is key when it comes to surviving wars or natural disasters. It's a simple truth, but it's one that we cannot afford to ignore. The importance of preparation cannot be overstated. It's not just about having an emergency kit filled with essential supplies. It's about having a plan, knowing the risks, and being ready to act when the time comes. Before any event, it's essential to have a communication plan in place, to know your evacuation routes, and to have a list of emergency contacts at your fingertips. It's about understanding what you'll need, from non-perishable food and water to medications and important documents. And let's not forget about the needs of everyone in your family, including your pets. When the event strikes, staying informed is crucial. You'll need to monitor local news and emergency services for updates and instructions. If authorities issue evacuation orders, follow them promptly. Use your emergency kit, seek appropriate shelter, and most importantly, stay in touch with loved ones through your previously established communication channels. After the event, it's important to assess your surroundings, check for hazards, and communicate with family members. Use emergency services wisely, document any damages, and assist others if it's safe to do so. And then comes the recovery. This stage can be long and challenging, but remember, you're not alone. Follow official instructions, be patient, and take the time you need to rebuild. Throughout all of this, education and training are vital. Knowing how to respond to different situations, understanding potential risks, and having first aid and CPR knowledge can make all the difference. So, let's recap. Preparation is about having a plan, staying informed, and being ready to act. It's about knowing what to do before, during, and after the event. It's about prioritizing safety and following the guidance of local authorities. And remember, preparation isn't a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process, a way of life. Remember, it's not about if a disaster will strike, but when. Start preparing now to ensure you and your loved ones are ready. Be proactive, not reactive. That's the key to